to win 3 state championships. The 2019-2020 campaign will see Banks try to repeat as defending state champions in boys basketball and baseball. The girls program had a successful season as well, hoping for return trips to the state playoffs in volleyball, girls basketball, and softball. Will all 6 make it back to the OSAA 4A playoffs yet again? We'll find out as another season of Banks Braves athletics on Westside Mobile Media is underway. Westside Mobile Media, powered by SHN Sports, presented by Jim's Thriftway, is brought to you by Jim's Thriftway, Sarah Hesselman Keller Williams Realty, RT Vinyl Designs of Forest Grove, Edwards Realty Trust, Rob Edwards Insurance, Sports Outreach Northwest, Lori Godfrey Group, Westside Mobile Media, and Susie Jurgensen Welcome Home Realty. It's time for Banks High School Athletics on SHNSports.com/side. Now in his 5th year of broadcasting Banks High School sports, here's the voice of Westside High School Athletics, Trevor Beard.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Coapa Volleyball between the Banks Lady Braves and the Seaside Gulls. Banks currently in second place at 2-1 after their loss at Valley Catholic, getting swept pretty easily by Valley Catholic in a match that took barely over an hour. Seaside comes in tonight winless in Coapa League play, but all 5 teams in the Coapa League would advance to at least the play-in round if the 4A state volleyball playoffs started today. Banks 10-3 coming off of their 3-set sweep of 3A Warrenton on Thursday. Banks will be at Seaside on Saturday for a tournament over the weekend before going back on the road next week, and we'll finish at Valley Catholic for senior night. Still got to get a loss out of Valley Catholic to have any hopes of a surprise championship in the Coapa League. Valley Catholic, the defending state champs over Cottage Grove after beating the Lions last year at the state finals at Forest Grove High School. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this from our presenting sponsor, Jim's Thriftway, and take a look at the rosters for both teams.
Jim's Thriftway is a historic member of the Banks community. They've been a longtime supporter of Banks Youth Athletics and are proud to sponsor BHS broadcasts. Check out their deli with delicious hot food like fried chicken, corn dogs, and chicken wings. Get a custom-made cake at their in-store bakery. They also have a wide variety of farm-fresh fruits and vegetables in their produce department. In the spring and summer, stop by and get delicious barbecue on Fridays and Saturdays. Jim's Thriftway at the corner of Highways 6 and 47 and online at jimsthriftway.com. Proud to be locally owned and operated.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
And we're back as we continue with more of the pregame show on Westside Mobile Media, SHNSports.com/Westside. Be sure to click on the subscribe button at the bottom of the viewing window as you listen to tonight's match, as that helps us follow our fans and listeners and find out where people are listening from. Time to take a look at the Sarah Hesselman and Keller Williams rosters for both teams, starting with the visiting Seaside Gulls. We'll pull up their record in just a moment. Seaside 0-3 in league, 8-8 overall. Coming off of a 3-set sweep at home to Tillamook on Thursday. The Gulls will host Astoria on Thursday before hosting their own tournament also on Saturday. For the Seaside Seagulls, number 1, Annika Wunderlich, a junior. Number 2, Alyssa Blodgett, a senior. Number 3, Emma Meyer, a senior. Number 4, Andrea Castro, a senior. Number 5, Sandy Adriano, a sophomore. Number 6, Karen Wing, a junior. Number 7, Victoria Soprano, a junior. Number 9, Brianna Boyd, a junior. Number 10, Tristan McFadden, a junior. Number 11, Cora Kerlock, a junior. Number 12, Ashley Frazier, a junior. And number 13, also sometimes wearing number 15, Emma Brown, a senior. Trying to find her on the floor. I do not see her on the court. We'll take a 30-second break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the roster for the Banks Braves in just a moment.
Thinking about buying or selling a home? Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty, will help you with your real estate needs. Call 503-313-0748 or email Sarah at sarahhesselman.com. Serving your community daily and proud to support the starting lineup of your Banks Braves. Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty. Call 503-313-0748.
Quickly, the roster for the Banks Braves. Number 1, Haley Van Domelen, a senior. Number 2, Emma White, a senior. Number 3, Kinley Hogue, a senior. Number 4, Cassidy Jansen, a 5'4" senior. Number 5, Haley Jackson, a 5'9" senior. Number 6, Nia Johnson, a 5'9" sophomore. Number 7, Gracie Eddy, a 5'6" sophomore. Number 8, Lindsay Beck, a 5'6" senior. Number 9, Izzy Appleby, a 5'8" junior. Number 10, Noelle Herb, a 5'7" senior. Number 11, Sierra Jackson, a 5'6" sophomore. Number 13, Mackenzie Warren, a 5'2" senior. The Braves are coached by Aubrey Rue, assisted by Desiree Barcroft and Stephanie Wayne. Seaside is led by Demi Lund and Lori Hudson. Quickly, as we take a look at the scoreboard tonight, other matches around 4A volleyball. Valley Catholic at Tillamook, the other league match tonight. Junction City at Marshfield. Marist of Eugene at Elmira. Cottage Grove at Siuslaw. North Valley at Mazama. Phoenix at Henley. Klamath Union at Hidden Valley. Baker at Ontario. And 3A Umatilla at McLaughlin of Milton Freewater.
This 5,000 square foot commercial in St. Helens, featured by the Lori Godfrey Group of Beaverton, includes 1,250 feet of modern office space and a 7.5 horsepower wind tunnel used in Bitcoin mining. It's fully powered for industrial needs with a 480 volt to 240 volt three-phase transformer and a 250 amp 1 volt three-phase panel. For more information, call 503-989-3115. 503-989-3115. The Lori Godfrey Group.
Rankings are important numbers in determining Oregon high school playoffs. So are rankings when choosing a lender to help you with purchasing or refinancing your home. Our local community home loan expert, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, is ready to help you win the day. Call Christy today for all of your home loan needs at 503-327-5302 or caliberhomeloans.com/kvanmeter. Christy Van Meter, NMLS number 1700271, state licensed in Oregon, an equal housing lender. All products are subject to credit and property approval.
And quickly, as we take a look at the OSAA 4A 2019 volleyball poll as of today, October 8th, 2019, number 1 Valley Catholic out of the Coapa at, that may be incorrect on the record, 15-1. Sweet Home out of the Oregon West, 11-1. Hidden Valley of Grants Pass is now up to 3 at 11-2. Number 4 Sisters flips with Hidden Valley to number 4 at 19-2. Junction City stays at 5. Banks at 6 at 10-3. LeGrand, number 7 at 16-3. 8 Astoria after dropping to Tillamook, dropping to 8-4. Number 9 Philomath now at 10-9, and number 10 Cottage Grove, a newcomer to the top 10 at 8-6. We're going to take a short intermission and take care of the public address duties for tonight before we come back with tonight's first serve. You're listening to Banks Lady Braves Volleyball on shnsports.com/Westside. And we're set for the first serve quickly as we convene with our public address announcing duties. Kinley Hogue with the kill for the side out for the Braves after the first serve of the match from Seaside. One nothing Braves first set. The serve from Noel Herbert. We're going to have a rotation issue on Seaside. Somebody moved during the serve, so Banks will get a point off of the service error, or off of the rotation error from Seaside. Again, the serve far side from Noel Herbert, picked up by Seaside this time. And into the back row, past the effort from Sandy Adriano, the libero, wearing the red uniform tonight. Seaside new volleyball uniforms, white kind of half-sleeve shirts with Columbia blue S over the left shoulder, over the left chest, with Columbia blue numerals on the front and back, Columbia blue Seaside on the back. Emma White, Noel Herb sets up Kinley Hogue. Nice dig by Adriano, but can't get it under control, and the Braves have the first 4 points of the first set. Again, Noel Herb serving, holding serve. Adriano pops it up and out of play, nearly into the back wall, and 5 straight for the Braves. Serve from Noel Herb comes up short, this time into the net. Seaside with their first point off the service error. (5-1) Braves serving for Seaside number 1. Annika Wunderlich, junior, on the right side of the key. Picked up by Emma White, far side. Noel Herb again sets up Kinley Hogue. We're going to get a hitting error on the Braves. Back-to-back points for Seaside, trailing 5-2. Serve from Wunderlich. It's picked up by Lindsey Beck, near side back row. Gets it back on the return. So good at finding holes in the defense. Gets it past Karen Wing, playing the center of the front row, backed up for it, but not far enough. 6-2 Braves get the side out. Serve from Kinley Hogue is an ace down the near side. Wunderlich was there, thought it was going to be wide in front of her own bench, but right down the line for an ace for Kinley Hogue, 7-2. Moves over to the center of the key. This time Adriano picks it up. Seaside on the return. Appleby nearly collides with the teammate far side. Braves unable to get it back across the net. Seaside gets the side out, trailing 7-3. Braves get the return off the Seaside serve, far side, off the net. Coming up with the point, Karen Wing, 7-4. Seaside again with back-to-back points off the serve of senior Alyssa Blodgett. Serving from the left low block. Picked up by Appleby, returned by the Braves. Wing sets up Emma Myers, center the court, and I think we're going to get net contact from... Oh no, they're going to say hitting error on the Braves. 7-5, Seaside making a little bit of a run, 3 straight off of Alyssa Blodgett. Dug out by Emma White. Beck sets up Jackson, but dug out by Seaside. Returned by Wing, far side. Tried to angle it from one side of the court to the other, and too much on it that time. As nearly out of bounds from the far side on the south side of the court. Missed wide to the near side in front of the scorers table. Side out back to the Braves. 8-5. The serve from Van Domelen. Dumped over by Seaside wing, but the Braves recover. Jackson blocked, but Adriano goes parallel with the floor, but doesn't get underneath it in time, and the Braves back to a 4-point lead at 9-5. Seaside with the side out, trailing 9-6. Kinley Hogue. Beck couldn't see who set her up, but it's going to be a point down the far side for the Braves. Side out back to Banks, leading 10-6. Serve from Lindsey Beck is going to be another hitting error for Sandy Adriano, trying to dig it out, and it nearly goes into the girls' locker room on the east end of the court. 11-6 Braves on the west end to our right to start the first set. Wing, returned by Castro for Seaside. Banks catching the Seagulls off guard, coming up with the return on the second hit, and now have their largest lead of the match at 12-6. Lindsey Beck, far side, picked up by Seaside. Meyer, set back across by Soprano. Near side to Jackson over the top off the return from Banks, but Seaside recovers. Wing dumps it over the top far side. Beck to her, back row, Kinley Hogue. Nice job to take it out by Castro, but it's going to be returned wide to the far side by Seaside. Banks with a 13-6 lead, and we have a timeout Seaside halfway through the first set. Number 6, Banks 13. Seaside 6 will take a 30-second break and be back after this Rob Edwards Insurance timeout.
Rob Edwards with American National Insurance is a dedicated agent ready to help you make well-informed decisions about protecting your lifestyle. He has the know-how and products to help you manage your family's risk, no matter what stage of life you are in. An open appointment book, along with coverage for everything from home, auto, collector, cars, and life to farms and businesses, means you can feel good that he's more your ally than your agent. For more information, call 503-207-6976 or visit his office on John Olson Road in Northwest Hillsboro.
13-6 Braves with the lead. First set over winless Seaside, winless in league play, 8-8 overall. Braves 2-1 and 10-3 overall. Lindsey Beck headed to Oregon Tech next year in Klamath Falls. Also had an official visit to Northwest Nazarene in Idaho. Return by Seaside into the back row. Annika Wunderlich, but it's long, and the Braves continue their run to stretch the lead to 8 at 14-6. Serve from Beck is an ace off of Wunderlich. 15 for the Braves. Substitution for Seaside coming out. Annika Wunderlich replaced Annika Wunderlich stays in. Lindsey Beck steps up to the line. Dugout probably should have let that one go, but Seaside scrambling defensively, and Adriano chased one down she probably should have let go, and Seaside can't get it under control. Braves now with a 10-point lead at 16-6. Lindsey Beck far side, Wunderlich punched over by Emma Meyer and hitting air on the Braves. Lindsey Beck getting an explanation. We're going to have a jump. I think they're going to have a reserve. Far side official tapping his chest says, my bad. I think it's 15-6 because they're doing a reserve. Oh, okay. So 17-6 Braves lead. Initially they gave the side out back to Seaside, and far side official corrected himself, and Braves with an 11-point lead. Now 18 as Seaside's return goes under the net. Serve from Lindsey Beck, skips off the net, but dug out by Castro. Coming up with a return, Karen Wing. Kinley Hogue out of the back row, dug out by Adriano, but eventually goes out of play behind us, up above the north side of the court. 19-6 Braves lead. Lindsey Beck jump serve, steps up to the net, and it's an ace off of Andrea Castro, goes into the back wall, 20-6. Again, jump serve from Lindsey short, but this time picked up by Soprano. Gets it over to Adriano on the return wide near the student section on the southwest corner of the gym, 21-6. Braves in their home white uniforms, navy blue numerals, navy blue and Vegas gold trim, navy blue Braves on the back, navy blue and gold Arrowhead logo, the new logo the last couple of years for the Braves, also wearing navy blue shorts. 21-7. Seaside finally gets his side out. Tristan McFadden waiting for the whistle to indicate the start of play. And she's set, starts up just in front of the basketball end line to our left. And Noel Herb gets it back on the return. Seaside far side sets up Wunderlich, dug out by Van Dommelen. Jackson sets up Herb again, this time comes up short. Tried to spin it off the top of the net, back-to-back points for Seaside. Still down big though, 21-8 in the first set. McFadden steps up to the line, and it's an ace as it's going to go, I think, off of Cassidy Jansen, who came into the match just a moment ago, also in the Braves, Nia Johnson. 21-9. Again, the serve from McFadden. Much better this time, but led Jackson just a little too far into the net, and the point will go again to Seaside, 21-10. 3 in a row for the goals. The serve from McFadden, dug out by the Braves. Jackson sets it up to Cassidy Jansen, nearly a communication error that time. Mackenzie Warren now in the match on the return out of the back row, and a hitting error on Seaside will give the side out back to the Braves after Seaside made a little run of 3 in a row. (22-10). Braves, the serve from Haley Jackson, dug out by Castro, and After Castro had done all that work to try to chase it down, Adriano nearly hit it back in the same spot and couldn't get back there a second time. 23-10, Braves 2 points away from a first set victory. Serve from Jackson, dumped over by Emma Meyer. Braves set up Kinley Hogue off the net, past Andrea Castro for the kill. Down the near side into the back row, set point for the Braves, 24-10. Jackson, the serve, dug out by Castro. Blocked at the net, dug out. Returned by Jackson, far side. Adriano able to keep it alive, and Seaside eventually comes up with the point as the Braves with some issues along the front row. Side out back to Seaside, trailing 24-11. Serve from Adriano. Herb sets up Nia Johnson, dumps it over the top for the first set victory, 25-11. Teams will switch sides, and we'll take a 1-minute break and be back with the second set. You're listening to Banks Braves Volleyball on shnsports.com/Westside.
RT Vinyl Designs of Forest Grove is the official vinyl provider of Westside Mobile Media. RT Vinyl Designs of Forest Grove is your home for jackets, t-shirts, hoodies, window decal, mugs, glassware, ornaments, and more. To order your next custom vinyl product from RT Vinyl, call 503-217-4590 or search RT Vinyl Designs online. That's 503-217-4590. RT Vinyl Design.
Are you looking for that dream home you've always wanted? When you partner with Edwards Realty Trust, your goal of becoming a homeowner becomes our #1 goal. We make it happen by providing unmatched and exceptional service throughout every step of the home buying process. Give us a call today at 503-939-6053 or visit us online at edwardsrealtytrust.com. Let us help you get that dream home you've always wanted.
Banks with a 1-0 lead, 25-11 after one. Will resume football broadcast Friday night at Valley Catholic of Beaverton. And there's the horn to signify the official start of the second set, waiting for the officials to check those set up on each side. will serve for the Braves from our left on the east end of the court. Dug out by Seaside. Coming up short on the return into the net, number 2, Alyssa Blodgett. Braves with the first point, 1-0. As we start the second set, again the serve from Noel, dug out by Adriano. Meyer dumped over the net by Seaside. I think it was Wunderlich, and the Braves come up with the point, find a hole in the far back corner near the student section. 2-0 Braves lead. Noel Herb from the left low block. Short into the net. I could tell that was, unless somehow she got a gust of wind inside the gym, that wasn't going to get close to the net. I think she tried to skip it off the top, but came up well short. Seaside the side out, trailing 2-1. Return by Kinley Hogue, past the diving effort from the server Emma Meyer. Side out back to the Braves. 3-1 lead. Kinley Hogue serving for Banks, center of the key. Picked up by McFadden, returned short into the net by Alyssa Blodgett. 4-1 in the second set for the Braves. Jump serve is an ace. Quickly, Seaside was not set. Kind of worked like the old Chip Kelly no-huddle quick offense, only on the volleyball side. Set up quickly before the defense gets set, and work that time for the Braves. And coming up with the kill off the return, off the first hit, Haley Jackson into the back row. Braves quickly a 6-1 lead. Kinley Hogue kind of punches that one across. And far side, Lindsay Beck with the slam after Wunderlich kind of set her up, and then just kind of had to stick her hands in front of her face to keep from taking a shot to the nose. 7-1. Kinley Hogue again far side. Wunderlich, Meyer out of the back row. McFadden on the return. Noel Herb sets up Beck far side, spins it across the net, angles it perfectly to the near side. 8-1 Braves. Banks again winning the first set 25-11, hosting the Seaside 8-8, 0-3 in league play. Returned by McFadden. Herb near side, Lindsay Beck on the return. McFadden hits it into pretty much the back wall on the west end. Braves a 9-1 lead. Kinley Hogue short, dug out by Seaside. Meyer, returned by the goals. Emma White dives to keep it alive, returned by Lindsay Beck. Adriano keeps it alive for Seaside. Wunderlich, Emma White with a nice dig. Beck tries to punch it over and avoid the net, but can't quite get it across as it skims the front side, and Seaside finally gets the side out 9-2. Serve from Seaside, returned by the Braves. Upped over by Blodgett. Emma White, back sets to Beck. Into the back row, Wunderlich is there near side. Back near side to Karen Wing, misses wide. Kinley Hogue let it go, and smiled, but kind of had a perplexed look on her face, like she was hoping that was out, but was waiting for some sign of approval from her bench. Braves with the side out and a 10-2 lead. Turned off the net, dug out by Kinley Ho. Back to Kinley for the kill, but for the return, dug out by Adriano. Nice job by Seaside. Kerlock into the back row off the return for the goals. Nia Johnson tries to set up for the kill, but it's blocked by Alyssa Blodgett for the point. 10-3. Seaside, or 10-3. Banks still leading in the second set. Serve from Alyssa Blodgett. Herb sets up Lindsay Beck near side off the net. Turned by Soprano. Hogue out of the back row for the Braves. Herb sets it across and catches Seaside defense off guard. With the second hit return, Cassidy Jansen comes in for Lindsay Beck. Braves 11-3. Serve from the Braves, dug out by Seaside, but it's going to go into the back wall. Banks a 12-3 lead in the second set. And Seaside comes up with the point as that pinballs off of Haley Van Domelen and Kinley Hogue, who both get knocked to the floor. And 12-4, Braves. With the lead, side out back to Seaside. Castro on the return. Kinley Hogue and Haley Jackson come together far side, but able to come up with the return into the back row. Too much that time for the goals. Banks back to the side out, leading 13-4. Haley Jackson to serve, just behind the line. Adriano, far side, returned by Wing. Van Domelen to Hogue, far side for the point out of the front row. Braves a 14-4 lead. Haley Jackson again, and Kinley Hogue with the kill off the return as Seaside lofts one to the sky, and Kinley says, "I'll take that, thank you very much," and easy shot for her. Braves a 15-4 lead. Haley Jackson, an ace. Castro can't dig it out. Seaside may need a timeout. I think the Braves just a little bit too much for him tonight. (16-4). The serve from Haley Jackson is returned, but wide. Seaside aiming for the far side back corner. 17-4. And Soprano pops it up quickly, gets out of the way. She didn't get much on it, and Paddle at the net, coming up with the kill. Nia Johnson into the back row. Not much on it, but got it over the top of the Seaside defense, and we do have a goals timeout in the second set. Number 6 Banks 18, Seaside 4. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this Rob Edwards Insurance timeout. Susie Jurgensen Welcome Home Realty offers services in residential home sales and specializes in rural property. Susie has experience working with first-time buyers to investors. For more information, visit susiejurgensen@gmail.com or email or contact her Facebook page or visit her website, susiejurgensen.com, or call 503-679-9406. That's 503-679-9406. Susie Jurgensen, Welcome Home Realty. And we're back. Banks a 1-set-to-none lead, about to go up 2 sets to none, up 18-4 over Seaside in the second set. Haley Jackson gets the signal to serve. Near side, dug out by Castro, but hits it into the back wall, trying to chase it down. Cora Kerlock, and hits it off the basketball support on the west end of the court. 19-4 Braves. Serve from Jackson, holding serve quite a while. Returned by Seaside off the net. Finally coming up with the point. Karen Wing off the net near side. On the return, 19-5, side out Seaside. Couple of substitutions for Seaside. McFadden will serve from the left low block to our left, and it's an ace off of Mackenzie Warren, 19-6. Rare back-to-back points for the Gulls. Serve from McFadden, dug out by Jansen, set back across by Kinley Hogue. Dug out by Seaside, but led Soprano too far into the net, and it goes underneath. Braves get the side out, leading 20-6. Emma White to serve far side, the libero. Wearing navy blue, kind of opposite Brave colors, navy blue uniform with Vegas gold numerals, trim, and lettering. Seaside gets it across. Cassidy Jansen to Noel Herb, skips one off the net. Seaside recovers, dumped over by the Gulls. Jansen again to Hope near side. Herb over the middle, past Wonderlook, who gets a hand on it, but can't get it to a teammate. 21-6 Braves. Emma White, the serve picked up by Soprano. Meyer off the middle of the net. Seaside comes up with the kill, 21-7. Adriano, center of the key, about 2 or 3 feet back behind the line. Emma White to Kinley Hogue, sets up Appleby, dug out though by Soprano. Gets it back on the Adriano on the return. Kinley Hogue to Noel Herb this time. Dug out, and Kinley Hogue again into the back row for the point for the Braves. 22-7. Lindsay Beck will come back in after the side out. Replaces Cassidy Jansen. Noel Herb will restart the service rotation. left low block, steps up to the line and gets one off the net for an ace. Adriano races up to the line, but they're up to the net, but can't get there in time. 23-7. Again, the serve from Noel Herb. Seaside, all kinds of issues as Castro hits that one behind her into the back wall, and it's set point for the Braves. 24-7 in the second set. Jump serve, Noel Herb. And that, nice job by Castro for Adriano to chase it down. Noel Herb. Back blocked into the face of Kinley Hogue. Noel Herb and Lindsey Beck tried to get over there quickly, but Braves still with a 16-point lead as Seaside comes up with the side out. Emma Meyer left low block on the opposite end to the west. And a hitting error, I think, on Kinley Hogue, 24-9. Seaside, though, still yet to get to double digits. Emma White to Lindsey Beck on the return. Meyer. Seaside with the return, but dug out by Emma White. Meyer. Lodge it, return by Seaside. Back into the back row. Ooh, just missed. Not by much. Maybe a matter of inches, if that, but Seaside now with a chance to match their point total from the first set. Meyer, dug out by Warren. Kinley Hogue, nice job by Adriano. Dumped over by Wunderlich. Herb to Warren, set over by Kinley Hogue. Meyer again, returned by Seaside. Emma White hits one into the bleachers, and Seaside has matched their point total from the first set. 24-11, still set point for the Braves. Emma Meyer trying to bring Seaside back. Lindsey Beck, far side. Herb sets up Kinley Hogue. Down the far side, Seaside digs it out. Off the return, nice dig by Mackenzie Warren. Emma White keeps it alive. Return by Noel Herb. Adriano, Seaside with the return. Emma White digs it out. Herb to Beck near side. Nice job by Seaside. Tristan McFadden popped up by Noel Herb. It's going to go into her own bench. Kinley Hogue goes diving over the top of Haley Van Domelen, nearly taking her out, but Seaside doing a nice job to try to battle back and at least make things respectable. 24-12, serve from Meyer. Nice job by Emma White. Herb, far side to Lindsey Beck. Dug out by Adriano. Herb to the Braves. Beck, Seaside again able to come up with it. Off the return, Meyer. Herb, center of the front row. Emma White comes up near side. Appleby on the return into the back row for Seaside. Adriano, White. Herb sets it back across. Battle at the net. Dug out by Seaside, and the return past Mackenzie Warren into the Braves bench. 24-13. Seaside starting to show a little bit of life late in the second set. Braves had a 24-7 lead. It looked like they were going to hold Seaside from getting to double digits. They've scored 6 straight. Wunderlich dug out by Emma White. Nice job by Herb. Emma White punches it over. Adriano. Seaside gets it across. Emma White. And into the bottom of the bleachers. Lindsey Beck goes diving for it. A little slow to get up. I thought she may have actually slid into the bottom metal step face with her forehead. Seaside has pulled all the way back within 10. Herb to Beck, far side, dug out by Adriano. Appleby, return wide, and that'll do it for Seaside. Nice battle last 6 or 7 points from Seaside to make things close, or closer than what they were. Banks still gets the second set victory 25-14 to take a 2-set-to-none lead, 25-11, 25-14. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with what we hope is the third and final set. You're listening to Banks Lady Braves Volleyball on SHNSports.com/Westside.
Sports Outreach Northwest is a faith-based organization that uses sports to teach young people about the gospel of Jesus Christ. Their free one-day clinics in football, soccer, and basketball, and for a small fee, their 4-day elite camps in wrestling and basketball and their raft trip help use sports to spread the gospel. For more information about Sports Outreach Northwest, contact Eric at sportsoutreachnw.org or call 503-577-1427.
Westside Mobile Media is proud to be in their 5th year broadcasting Banks Athletics. We've broadcast championship seasons in football, volleyball, boys basketball, baseball, and softball. Since 2015, we've had over 40,000 interactions worldwide with fans following our broadcasts. That could mean a big boost to your customer base. For more information on how to advertise, contact us at 971-330-8122 or email westsidemobilemedia@gmail.com.
And we're back. Banks with a 2-set-to-none lead, 25-11, 25-14. Banks 2-1, 10-3 overall, trying to keep their slim hopes of a chance at a league title or co-league title with Valley Catholic, but Valley Catholic is kind of them against the rest of the league, I think, at this point. Defending state champs. Cottage Grove, who Valley Catholic defeated in the state final last year, inching their way up into the top 10 now. Again, Braves will go for win number 17 in a row at Valley Catholic when Co-op League football resumes Friday night. Braves coming off a 49-7 thrashing at Astoria to ruin the homecoming for the Fish. Meyer will start us off for the third set as Seaside will serve to our left, east end of the court. Near side, Jackson to her, back to Jackson out of the back row. Blocked, but Wunderlich can't get there in time. Nice job by Emma Meyer. Braves with the first point of the third set. Serve from Noelle Herb. Actually, it wasn't Meyer, it was Brianna Boyd on the block last time, and into the net, far side from Sandy Adriano, 2-0 Braves. Noelle Herb, far side picked up by Brianna Boyd. Blodgett and came up with the kill, would have been wide, but Braves attempted to block it and knocked it, made contact. So Seaside gets the side out, trailing 2-1 in the third set. Wunderlich far side. Jackson to Herb, near side to Lindsey Beck. Dug out by Adriano. Ashley Frazier on the return, but it's going to be long to the Braves. 3-1 Banks with the side out. Serve from Kinley Hogue is short, but returned by Frazier. Herb sets up Lindsey Beck, blocked, punched back over by Seaside, and returned long by the Braves. Nice job by Alyssa Blodgett and Brianna Boyd. Front row near side, 3-2. Braves still with the lead, side out to Seaside. Herb near side, off the serve from Seaside. Return is wide by the Braves, and this is the first time we've been tied, I think, since the 0-0 in any set. But this time coming up short, Alyssa Blodgett gives the Braves the lead back at 4-3. Thanks to 2-0 lead, 25-11, 25-14. Van Dommelen far side. Adriano to Meyer, returned by Seaside. Lindsey Beck, nice job to keep it alive. Returned by the Braves. Adriano to Meyer, sets up wing off the net. Lindsey Beck digs it out with one hand, but Nia Johnson hits it behind her, and Kinley Ho can't chase it down, and again we're tied at 4. Serve from Castro is an ace. Seaside has the lead, I think, for the first time tonight, 5-4 in the third set. And the serve from Castro. Off the net, down the far side, sliding on her knees, not able to get there in time. Number 11, Cora Kerlock. Tied at 5. Lindsey Beck to serve. Ace sliding the one past Cora Kerlock as she dives towards the center of the court from her far side back row position. Braves regain the lead at 6-5. Serve from Lindsey Beck. Dug out by Adriano, and tries to chase one down on the second hit, well beyond the service line, and can't get it across. Nearly had the distance, but not quite the aim, as she hits one behind the far side net pole. Serve from Lindsey Beck. Meyer sets up wing and has that one slip off her fingertips as she tries to dump it back over. And Braves with 4 straight after Seaside had taken a 5-4 lead. And the serve from Lindsey Beck, wing on the return. Kinley Hogue dives late and hits one into the students across the way. 8-6, Braves still with the lead, side out back to Seaside. Wunderlich will come in for Cora Kerlock. McFadden to serve. Lindsey Beck slides. She thought it was going to skip across the net, but comes up short, and all that work for nothing. Braves back to a 9-6 lead after the side out. Jackson to serve far side, and a Castro gets it out of play, 10-6. Braves with a 4-point lead, 2 sets to none advantage. Haley Jackson popped up by McFadden. Returned by Adriano. Lindsay Beck sets it across. And Seaside a little bit better prepared for it that time as she again snuck one over across the net on a set return. And Seaside hits it behind the far side net hole, 11-6. Castro, Wunderlich with the return. Herb sets of Kinley Hogue near side, blocked, and into the net. Seaside can't quite get there in time to dig it out off the block. 12-6 Braves in the third set. Jackson coming up quickly. Seaside nearly recovers, but is going to get called for a hitting error on the second hit. Wunderlich. 13-6 Braves. Haley Jackson to serve, and nearly a hitting error, but Wing able to chase it down. Seaside gets it across. Braves come up with the return. Cast Adriano. Wunderlich gets it across for Seaside. Herb to Kinley Hogue. Pass. Adriano back row, and too much from Kinley Hogue that time. 14-6 Braves with an 8-point lead. Haley Jackson. Cast Adriano far side. Meyer sets up Wunderlich. Far side for the point. That will end a sizable run for the Braves as Seaside finally gets the side out, trailing 14-7. Braves on a 10-3 run. Seaside had a 5-4 or 10-2 run. Braves trailed Seaside 5-4. And Seaside again can't think they're running out of juice after that big comeback at the end of the second set. As their return attempt comes up short under the net, 15-7 Braves. Emma White to serve far side. Back row's wide. (15-8) Braves. Emma Meyer serving. Left low block. Takes a big step up towards the line, still well behind it. Return by the Braves. And Brianna Boyd gets it across, but I think it's between the net pole and the net stick. Red and white stick on each side of the net, indicating the boundary at the net. 16-8 Braves lead. Meyer sits up Wunderlich, and too many hits for Seaside. They get it across, but 4 hits, and that's one too many. Braves now with a 17-8 lead. Noel Herb holding serve. Myers sets up Blodgett off the net. Herb digs it out to White. Back near side on the return for the kill. 18-8 Braves lead. And about to win their second in a row after picking up their first league loss at Valley Catholic about a week ago. 8 days ago to be exact. Noel Herb gets the whistle. Running jump serve from the left low block. Blodgett, and we're going to get a hitting error on Seaside. 19-8 Braves lead. Well, Herb far side, popped up by Blodgett. McFadden returned by Adriano. Braves able to dig it out. Herb sets up Kinley Hogue. Meyer digs it out. McFadden on the return out of the back. Herb to Emma White, and hitting error on the Braves. Seaside finally gets a side out and a point back, trailing 19-9. Serve from Wunderlich. Jackson chases it down, nearly collides with Gracie Eddy now into the match for the first time. Braves still leading 19-10. And an ace for Seaside, 19-11. Braves still with an 8-point lead. Serve from Wunderlich is an ace off of Emma White. Wunderlich. Low serve, but deep to Emma White. And Haley Jackson off the net. Meyer dives and comes up short, 20-12. Braves an 8-point lead, 2-0 advantage, 25-11, 25-14. Serve from Kinley Hogue. Adriano chases it down, dumped over by Blodgett. Emma White gets it across off the block from Brianna Boyd, 21-12 in the third set for the Braves. Jump serve from Kinley Hogue, stationary jump serve. Did not run up to the line. Izzy Appleby comes up short, side out back to Seaside, trailing 21-13. Serve from Blodgett, dug out by the Braves. Herb near side to Jackson, off the net. Seaside recovers, returned by Kerlock. Hogue. Jackson near side, dug out by Blodgett, returned by Seaside. Hogue chases it down. Noel Herb can't get there in time in the back row. And Seaside within a touchdown at 21-14. Serve from Blodgett, dug out by the Braves. Herb sets up Kinley Hogue out of the back, dug out by Seaside, returned by Blodgett short into the net. 22-14, side out back to the Braves. Haley Van Domelen comes in to serve. Izzy Appleby will come out. Also in for the Braves, Nia Johnson, replacing Emma White. Van Domelen a chance to put it away, and now just needs 2 more points to do it. Had 3 for the match victory as Adriano hits one into the Seaside rooting section to our left. Adriano comes up short. Seaside can't come up with the return. Match point for the Braves, 24-14. Van Domelin serve, and that will do it. Brianna Boyd hits one out of play. Final score, Braves defeat Seaside in 3 sets, 25-11, 25-14, 25-14. So our next broadcast will be Friday night when the Braves travel to Beaverton for football action as they tried to get their 17th straight win dating back to week 1 of last year when they travel to Beaverton to take on the Valley Catholic Valiants, who are battling for a playoff spot as well. That'll do it for us. Thanks for listening and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening. We hope to have you join us Friday night, and good night.